Hi, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate you taking the time today. It's an exciting moment for me in my life. Something that's obviously very unique to me is it's the first time it's happened in 20 years.
Tom Brady is expected to be in Tampa with the Buccaneers.
The new jersey I'm wearing, I'm prepared to give them every bit of commitment that I've had my entire career to be the best I could be, to help this team be the best it could be. I'm going to give it everything I got, like I've done everything in my life.
For me, I switched teams and went to a whole different place. I changed my life, basically.
Okay.
There was a lot of trust, and there was a lot of respect for one another. Our team had the trust and respect that it took to win a championship.
Every time you envision yourself as a player, you saw one uniform. And I think the first time I put on a Bucs uni that was definitely different for me.
Let's go Bucks on 3. 1, 2, 3.
That was a little half-assed.
Over time, I really got used to it.
Nice. We do right. They can't stop that.
When I look at 2 decades in one place and then now moving to Tampa and seeing what we've accomplished,
All right, gents. Our time day.
it's equally as gratifying, but just in a different way.
Tampa Bay, a young, talented team. They bring in the greatest to have ever done it. Brady's going to keep it. Take it in for the touchdown.
Nice job, boys. Buddy, hang in there.
Brady lofts it. Gronkowski got it for the touchdown.
Brady's going for the big ball. He's open. Evans for the touchdown.
We grew up watching Tom, and to be a part of what's another chapter in his legacy, it's pretty surreal.
I mean, I really respect Tom. I respect him more off the field than I do on the field.
When he came to this team, I knew he was going to change the franchise.
Tom's special. Hopefully we can carry some of the way he handles himself and we can play at a high level.
Play our ass off. Let's go. Cut it loose.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a second Super Bowl title in franchise history.
You don't think this game means anything to him, do you?
Let's go.
You're looking at the greatest right there.
I think after your career's over, there's going to be so many times to reflect. It's been an amazing football journey.
Good evening, Josiah. And we just learned hours ago the greatest of all time to do it, Mr. Thomas Edward Brady Jr. has announced his retirement. What are your thoughts on this whole thing, Mr. Saya?
Well, I was never a New England fan before. I've been watching football for about 30, 40 years. I was always 49ers. That's when I started watching Joe Montana, Jerry Rice. And a lot of good quarterbacks came along. Brett Favre was a good quarterback. Back then, he retired. And lots of quarterbacks there now, like good ones. But what sticks in my mind, like above all, is the quarterback, Tom Brady. I was never a New England fan before. Just watching that guy playing year after year, how good he got. Like every year he's gotten better and better. What he accomplished. He earned lots of people's respect. He took 2 franchises to the Super Bowl. He wrote history. Like I always told you, Joe, just hang on. You might not like New England, but you're watching history.
Yeah.
One day you will be telling your kids, this guy accomplished. I used to watch him. He accomplished so much. His record like this, like that. And looking at it now, in my mind, in my opinion, I don't think any quarterback will come close to his record. That's not because they're not good, because the physicality of the game.
Yes, absolutely. Totally right.
You got to stay healthy, and you have to have the proper team all around, like from coach, from the owner to to the players. You have to have the combination there. And Tom Brady had a good coach. He was well taught. He was well all around, and he earned the players' respect. He owns the owner's respect, the coach's respect, and that's why he went that far. Well, he retired. You know, I like to see Tom Brady to play another 10, 15, 20 years.
Of course, we want to see more history. You know, the dynasties in New England.
Only Tom Brady knows his body. Only Tom Brady knows when the time to hang up. You know, he's got family. I understand. He's got kids to. Maybe he wants to take his kids and go sit at the ball game and buy drink for the kids, popcorn, and just enjoy it. Just cheer on somebody.
Yeah.
You know, family. Always we say family comes first.
Absolutely. He has on his Twitter. His Twitter is family and then football.
To this guy, he must have a really good family to stand by his side to go on for all these years, to appreciate what he accomplished. And my opinion, it's time for him to return back the time that he missed with his kids and his family. I can't blame him. All I can say, goodbye, Tom Brady. You took the game to the, I don't know what level. I can't say the next level, to higher level.
There's no level what Tom Brady. It's beyond the levels, Mr. Saya. Now, I want to ask you one question. If Tom Brady was next to you, what's one thing you would say to Tom to thank him for his appreciation after 22 seasons in the NFL?
You know, I would say thank you for everything you've done. I would say we enjoyed watching you, and we don't mind to watch you for another 10, 15, 20 years. But that's not how things go in life. Like, I mean, to play to the age that 44,
it's unbelievable.
To accomplish,
it's incredible
what he accomplished. You know, good luck to him. I hope he have a good life. That's what I would say to him. Enjoy your family time. Whatever he missed with his family, I hope he make up for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Enjoy it. That's what life all about.
It is. It
like
is.
a lot of good quarterbacks now, and I don't think any of them will come close as Tom Brady, but still enjoying to watch the game.
See, you know, at the beginning of my life, I never watched the New England Patriots, and because I was never a Patriots fan. I've always been a Packers fan. I'm still a Packers fan till today.
Yeah.
But when Tom Brady came into football, some guy named Josiah brought me into Brady. You told me, watch out for this guy. And at the beginning, I didn't really have much belief until he started winning Super Bowls. And it's all about Super Bowls, Mr. Saya.
It is.
7 Super Bowls, more than any team. He's the only player that has 7 Super Bowls. Pittsburgh has 6. That's franchise. You made me a Brady fan. So Tom Brady, if you're gonna be watching, thank Mr. Sa for me being a fan.
I don't think you can make anybody likes Tom Brady. It's his accomplishment, his ability to win, to play. Like, he earns people's respect.
Yeah.
Like, you have to respect that. Even if you're not his fan, you have to appreciate.
Absolutely.
You have to like what he accomplished, and you can't deny that. You can't deny that. You could be, like you said, you're Green Bay Packers. They're a good team. They won Super Bowl, which it's fine to be, but like they like other team. But when it comes to Tom Brady, it's almost like it's one-man show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
It's like your favorite movie that you can't get sick of.
I know.
Bloodsport or The Quest. I can keep watching that over and over again. It's like that Tom Brady. You keep watching those highlights. Now it's all history, Saya. It's all history.
You remember I told you got to appreciate the history.
I've always appreciated Brady, but let me tell you, man, when I first watched Tom Brady, I thought he was just going to be an average quarterback. But hey, you had different beliefs in yourself, and guess what? Tom Brady has 7 Super Bowls.
For me to leave San Francisco 49ers, I know they didn't do good for a long time after Jerry Rice. Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, those guys gone.
Yeah.
They're trying to build and build and build. Now they're doing okay. But this guy, man, you have to.
Yeah.
Like, I was watching biography on him just on the weekend, and when you hear people talking and people's opinion on him when he came to college, like high school, college years,
Michigan, yeah.
Going to NFL, like everybody's doubting this guy. Everybody thinking, you know what? Lots of people would have gave up and walked away. Lots of people would have done that.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm sure people have over the years. I'm sure.
Probably. When you hear negative things about you constantly, lots of people get discouraged and they want to go hide. But this guy loved the spotlight.
Well, when you're hearing always negative thoughts, doesn't that want to make you a stronger player or a person inside? And prove to yourself, but prove to the world, I am the greatest quarterback of all time in today's day. Because I did as well.
Did that to him, did that to Tom Brady.
Proud
Every
of him.
time somebody said something negative, he just come up with something that, like, prove everybody wrong.
Yeah.
He did. So when you do something like that, like if you watch the biography, what they thought of him in college, what they thought of him in NFL,
yeah,
and all the years that he's gone by, and all the controversy that, deflated the ball, whatever. Even after all that, he came back and won the Super Bowl. I don't know. I'm not sure.
It was that year. That year.
He
for 4 games, he came back and won the Super Bowl. Proved to Roger Goodell and to the whole NFL, I am the greatest quarterback to ever play this game.
Right.
Don't ever talk crap about me ever again.
The years that he didn't win the Super Bowl, he lost in the Super Bowl. So he made it.
Yeah.
He made it that far. Whether he won or lost, like this guy, I don't know what to say about this guy. I'm not going to say luck.
No,
because he wasn't lucky. If you're lucky, you win 1 or 2 Super Bowl.
There's no luck.
He's smart. He wanna fire, like he fires people up. It's just like the last game that we watched him play. You're there. We're watching it together.
Yeah, that was tough.
And that come back, it's like you feel your heart pumping. It's for that come back, he deserved the win.
Yeah.
He deserved the win. He didn't get it, but you know what? He deserved to win. It's like watching the Super Bowl. That's how good that game was.
Yeah, that was like when they were down 28-3 against the Falcons.
Yeah,
and they came back, but a few years ago they came back and won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
The Rams were just a little bit too good for them with this.
Those things that he does, it just make you want to watch him, make you want to talk about him, make you want to respect him. You hate to see him lose, even if he's playing your team, your own team.
Yeah.
If he lost, you hate to see him lose.
Yeah.
And if your team, lost, you say they lost to a good quarterback. You know what I mean? To a good team. So wasn't people getting mad? Oh, he beat my team. No. If he beat your team, your team lost to a good,
team,
better team. So you can't be upset about that. You know what I mean?
You know, it's funny. You say something like that. I'm a diehard Packers fan.
Yeah.
I would rather see the Buccaneers beat the Packers than the 49ers beat the Packers. Any day. I would rather. I would rather see that.
I know.
Right?
That's why, because Tom Brady.
It's because of Tom Brady. But it's not only because of Tom Brady. It's the players around Thomas Brady. That's what I love. The energy. Bruce Arians, you know, all those great players. Mike Evans, the most underrated wide receiver in the game. You know, he made that team so good that it was impossible for them to lose in the playoffs. They were nothing to nobody, Saya. They were nothing to nobody. The last time they won the Super Bowl was years ago. That's all I'm going to say. I was 2 years old.
It's funny, like, he's so good at that game. He knows where to throw the ball. He knows where.
He has a good eye.
On this side, in the front. He knew exactly to carry the momentum of that player when he catch the ball to gain more yards. He knew that. So I hope a lot of years to come to watch football, but I hope there'll be a lot of good. I can see a few good quarterbacks now, like the Buffalo game against the Chiefs. That was a good game. That was excellent game. It's almost like both games that weekend was like Super Bowl. So both teams, you know, like Buffalo and Chiefs did good. Then to see the Chiefs falling like that the last game, you know, I thought Mahomes is going to be like the next Tom Brady. Maybe
Mahomes is good. Don't get me. He's a great quarterback, but you can't compare. It's Edward Brady Jr. to.
I don't think you can compare anybody to Tom Brady. You can say they're good.
Yeah.
You can say they're good, but to come close to Tom Brady or Manny, if he wasn't injured, and Manny, like Peyton Manning was one of the top quarterbacks.
He was my favorite quarterback of all time.
You know,
they wrote him off in Indianapolis.
It wasn't for a broken neck, and you know he could have won a few Super Bowls himself.
He would have at least
like
4.
That guy was up there, to tell you the truth. And like every so often, it's like you watching hockey. You know, Wayne Gretzky came and gone. A lot of players like now McDavid. But for somebody to come close to Wayne Gretzky, I don't know. They might break one record or two records, but they break all his records. I don't know if will be in this lifetime. Would I ever witness that?
Saya.
Maybe you will witness somebody coming, but no. So it's like Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky,
Muhammad Ali. That era of sports.
You can compare. You know what? Muhammad Ali was a boxer. Yes, he was.
But you know what I mean. I'm putting him in that era time with the great.
Nobody ever. Like they're all good in their ways, like no doubt in the sport.
100%.
Like they're all good. If you want to compare to Muhammad Ali, in the sport, but Ali was more than the sport.
He was everything, Muhammad Ali, right?
Ali was like he did more than sport. What stand out with Ali, not just boxing. A lot of things that came. Maybe Tom Brady, you never know. He might do some charity. He might do something.
I'm sure he's done over the years. He probably has, and an unbelievable wife, children, good family. Tom Brady, I really can't thank you enough for what you have done for this game. 22 seasons, 2 years as the Bucks, and the rest was in Indianapolis.
Yeah,
I appreciate everything you have done, man. Seriously, I really have. This has been an honor to watch you. I wish I had the chance to go to Buffalo, to New York.
I know you always said you want to go see him play, and we never went to see him play.
I said to myself, I never regret anything, but that's the only thing I regret of my life.
You always say to me, let's go to Boston, let's go watch him.
We should have, man. We really should.
Now, you know what? Now he's gone. I wish we did. Honestly,
It hurts. That hurts. You know.
I wish we did because to see Tom Brady once, I don't think you're like we'll ever see another Tom Brady.
No.
We can go to good games, nice games, you know, good quarterbacks, but that would be something else to say. I saw Tom.
Do you see Tom in the near future as a broadcaster like Troy Aikman, Drew Brees,
No.
Tony Romo?
No.
Or kind of a guy like a Matt Sundin that you never see on camera, just does his own
Yeah,
thing?
he'll have his own things.
Yeah.
He might comment on something, but I really don't think that like if he gets away from that game, I think 22 years in the pro.
Long time.
I think it's enough. I don't think that you know, if I was him, I would want to go fishing now. Just go to the wilderness, find the lake, sit there, fish a rod, take the kids, take some junk food, and go sit there and just enjoy life.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure he'll be making a lot of money in his retirement investments.
Oh, absolutely.
Different kind of business and all this, but they see him in football again. Maybe not as a broadcast, no, but maybe comment or maybe questions or maybe he'll come along and you know to give his opinion on something, but not full time. No.
Joe, it's an end of an era for this.
Yeah.
Show. You know, and to be honest with you, man, I am sad. I am really sad to see.
Well,
you know.
You know what?
Because we're not going to see a quarterback like this. This is, you know, the Patriots were a dynasty, and
Yeah.
you know what? He was making the Buccaneers into a dynasty. If
Yeah,
he
I
stayed
know.
for years, you know.
If he came to the Buccaneers, say 5-6 years ago, that would be another dynasty. Like they would have won 2, 3, 4 Super Bowl. But in my opinion, he shouldn't have got traded there. He should retired as a New England, just like what's your favorite player with the New York Yankees?
Derek
he was-
Jeter, number 2.
Jeter, he was with them for years. He could have traded him, but he was diehard Yankee, and he retired Yankee, and that's what you know they should have done in Boston. There, I don't care. Leave Tom Brady.
They
let
should
him
have.
retire there.
They should have gave him whatever he wants. That's
Yeah.
the franchise quarterback because
Yeah,
there's only a very few players that retired with their own team. Like Ben Roethlisberger never went to any other team. He stayed in Pittsburgh, retired as a Steeler.
I'm sure New England know that they made a mistake. They let him go, not to let that guy retire as a New England Patriot. But it's done. They're not gonna come out and say, "I wish we did. I wish we did." It's done. He won Super Bowl with another team. He proved, not like to New England, that is something else. Even by going to another team, he can win. He
Yeah.
proved to the league. He proved he had nothing else to prove that guy.
See, what I liked about Brady, sorry for cutting you off, but what I liked about Brady is he went to another team and he won a Super Bowl. It's not making the playoffs or going to the Super Bowl, winning the Super Bowl, the Lombardi Trophy. And
Yeah.
we're in Tampa Bay, the
Yeah.
home stadium.
Yeah,
This is unreal, right?
I know.
He is the GOAT in New England, but he's even a bigger GOAT in Tampa Bay. Once a GOAT, always a GOAT. I appreciate everything this man has done.
Yeah.
We
You
can
know who comes to my mind? Something similar to him is hockey player Messier. He won with 4 or 5 with Edmonton. Okay, Stanley Cup, and then he goes to New York and win one for them that they haven't won it like for 40, 50 years. So
Messier
similar.
had 6 Stanley Cups. Just giving you fact checks.
So 5 in Edmonton and 1 to New York.
Yeah.
That's those kind of players you can't find. Like they don't come around so much often.
He won in
Number one, you gotta stay healthy. You have to have good team, good coaching, good environment. Doesn't matter what you do. You have to be happy. You do better. Okay. If Tom Brady was happy in New England, he wouldn't have left. I know that.
There was some bad beef, I can tell you.
Yeah.
Some bad beef.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you got to go your separate ways. And he did the right choice, and he left. And
But
people were upset. A lot of people thanked him for what he did. When he came back to New England, Joe, everybody was clapping. They weren't booing for him, right?
Yeah.
Right. You look at John Tavares. Okay, when he comes back to New York as an Islander, go to New York, they're booing the crap out of him. If I saw any Patriot boo Tom Brady, I would be shocked. I would be speechless.
They can.
But they did it because they appreciated 6 Super Bowls in New England. That's unbelievable. Nobody has done
Like
that.
I said, he made people respect him. He doesn't come out and trash anybody.
No.
He doesn't come out and say he let the way he handles himself on the field and accomplishment. He proves everybody wrong, and he makes people respect. So
Fair enough. I was looking at Mark Messier because you were talking about Mark Messier. The Stanley Cup he won was in 1984, 1987, 1991, and 1989, and won World Cup in 1996. Messier scored his 600th career goal in a win over Florida in October of 1998.
Yeah.
Messier was a phenomenal player as well.
Yeah, those players don't come around more often.
You're
So all I can say for Tom Brady, thank you for all the years.
Thank you, Tom. Seriously,
We
thank you.
enjoy watching you. Good luck with your future, family life, whatever you do. And it'd be nice to see you come back, like commentating or just show up every once in a while to a game. Let the camera catch you, or Tom Brady with his family watching the game. Doesn't matter. It could be basketball or hockey or baseball. And like when you watch somebody for that many years, you're gonna miss that person.
I'd like to bring up one more video, and this is a while back now. This is Tom Brady tearing up when talking about his dad at the Super Bowl media. I like to bring that up because what I like about Brady is he actually showed his feelings. He expressed his feelings with people, especially to the community in Boston, New England, outside of football. That's what I loved about Tom. So, guys, take a look at this. It's actually very, very nice of Thomas. Actually, I think it was a kid who asked him the question. There's always commercials, man. Always commercials on these YouTube videos. Never used to be.
Who's my hero?
My dad.
Great question. Well, I think my dad is my hero because he's the one that I look up to every day. And my dad, I'd say my dad represents his feelings. Because he's a dad, and I'm a dad, and so yeah.
I've never seen Brady in my life.
Even the great ones, they have feelings. I remember Wayne Gretzky when he got traded from Edmonton to LA. He was crying.
He tried to hold his tears back. He couldn't.
Great ones when they want to hang up, their shoes, whatever, skates or football or baseball. Because I think they know how much they're loved by the fans. And they always go back to their mom and dad appreciation, all this. Just think his mom and dad taking him to the game, doing this, doing that, and stand behind him, believe in him.
Yeah.
That means the world to the person. That means the world.
Yeah.
If your family, your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, your community, plus your fans behind you, makes you better and better.
Yeah.
Makes you believe into yourself even more.
It does. It does. It does. And
it's sad to see him go, but we can say thank you, Tom.
That's all we can say. That's all we can say. Thomas Edward Brady Jr. retires after 22 seasons with 7 Super Bowls. Unbelievable career. Once again, thank you, Tom, for everything you have done for this game, and hopefully we can see you around television once again.
Okay, one more thing.
Yeah.
Prediction on the Super Bowl.
It's funny you say that because I have a show in a couple of weeks, but I'll spread my.
You don't have to. But
no, I'll say I know a lot of people already know. I'll say it, but I'm not going to explain what's going to happen. I think the Rams actually have this one. I'm going for the Rams. They're playing in LA. You got Matthew Stafford. You got Sean McVay. You got Aaron Donald. The team is lights out. That's all I can say. I'm going to just say that because in a couple of weeks I got a big Super Bowl show. And Joe, you're more than welcome to come down here. Actually, not be upstairs. You can come down here, and we can.
I'll be watching the game. I wouldn't miss the Super Bowl for anything in the world. I've been watching it for years and years, and whether Tom Brady or Joe Montana or Jerry Rice in it, I still watch it because it's very exciting and it's nice to see somebody raise the Vince Lombardi trophy over their head. So,
Mr. Saya,
that's the Stanley Cup we watch it, baseball. We watch all that.
Yeah. Joe, it's always a pleasure, seriously, to have you on. And I really appreciate you actually coming on tonight. I know you're a big Brady fan, and I told you 3 hours before, let's do a little tribute about Thomas Edward Brady Jr. And it's appropriate to do something like this for the greatest quarterback of all time, especially for Joe Sports Channel, right? The Booney believers want to see what Booney and Cy have to say about Brady's retirement.
What happened if Tom Brady changes his mind and comes back for one more year?
He's not. Is he going to be a Brett Favre again? Is he one of those guys? I don't think so.
You never know. Maybe he's going to sign 1 year with the New England.
No, but before we get off there, I think they will. Brady will sign a 1-day contract or a week contract to retire his jersey, so nobody ever can wear the number 12, and his jersey will be hung up, let's say, when he's inducted into the Hall of Fame, or maybe even next year. We don't know, right?
I think, in my opinion, now you brought that up, number 12 should retire in football. Nobody allowed, not only New England, nobody allowed to wear number 12. In my opinion.
Are you talking about when he's inducted into the Hall of Fame, or are you talking about when are you talking like next year if his jersey goes up in New England, and when are you talking about this? The near future? The futures of tomorrow?
Well, it'll be like that in the near future.
Okay. I agree.
Respect to him, his accomplishment. Retire number 12 in football. Mark my word.
That's a statement from Josiah. That's a big statement. New England, Roger Goodell, the National Football League. Listen to Cy what he has to say.
Retired number 12.
Cy,
number 12.
Caps off. Thank you, brother. Take care.
You like my haircut?
Now you wrecked the whole show. I was praying for you to put that hat on and keep that hat on, Joe.
When you told me Tom Brady retired, I shaved my head.
Is that what it is? It's not because of Nancy the tree upstairs, my mother. No. Okay.
No.
Okay.
That's it. Because I said the day that he was retired, I'm going to shave my head. I did it.
Wow. Okay.
So
I'm going to have to take a screenshot and send this to Thomas Edward Brady Jr. I might have to do that. Maybe you'll see it.
Look what you did. You better come back.
Yeah. Thanks, Joe.
Okay.
Take care, guys. God bless. Have a beautiful night.
Thank you.